Hello class 10 children. Now, yesterday I started with the new unit, that is Database Management System, Unit 3 of Part B. Now in this unit, we have studied about what is data, what is information, database and DBMS. Plus last we studied about database servers. Now today we will be studying about Relational Database Management System, that is RDBMS. Before that, I would like to discuss with you certain advantages of DBMS. Now DBMS, as you all know, it is a software package that helps us to maintain, create and modify or delete the data. So basically it is responsible for maintaining the data that we have stored. It is a software package. Now, what are the advantages of DBMS? First is improved data sharing. Data sharing, that means an advantage of DBMS is DBMS helps to create an environment in which end users have better access to more and better managed data. That means such access makes it possible for end users to respond quickly to changes in their environment. That is, your data can be easily shared among various resources. For example, just as I took an example of your data being stored in the school, a student's data. So this can be shared. This can be used by various subject teachers plus the account department to access your data. So now the second advantage of DBMS is improved data security. Since more users are accessing the data, so there is a greater risk of data being hacked. So these companies, when they are investing their time, effort and money to maintain the DBMS, so it provides a framework where data is stored and privacy and security of data is maintained. For example, use of passwords plus how that data is represented ensures that data is secured. Nobody or any unauthorized access of data is there. Now the third advantage is better data integration. Integration means since the data is being kept at one place. So in DBMS, wider access to well-managed data promotes an integrated view of the data. That means your data is now available at one place and from there you can access to that data. Next is minimizes the data inconsistency. Now, suppose data inconsistency exists when different versions of the same data appear in different places. For example, in your school only, a name known as any name of any student, for example Rahul Sharma, and this data is stored as R Sharma at different places. So when this Rahul Sharma, it is at two places now. So in data inconsistency, what will happen? It will ensure that looking at the other fields of Rahul Sharma, that is date of birth, father's name, all these things. So since the same data by two names is appearing at two different places, so other fields of the data will help in minimizing the data inconsistency. That means that the probability of data inconsistency is greatly reduced in a properly designed database. Now next is improved data access. The DBMS makes it possible to maintain the database and then from there it can be easily accessed. Now how it can be accessed? Now in your DBMS, data is maintained in the form of table. Just like you create a table in spreadsheet where you enter the student's name, the student's marks. Similarly in DBMS, data is stored in the form of tables. So from these tables, it is easy to access the data using the query language, that is structured query language, that you will be studying in this chapter. So children, these are the various advantages of DBMS. Now, as I told you that data can be stored in a spreadsheet also and in the DBMS also. Now, what is the difference in storing the data at two different softwares? A spreadsheet has a limit to store the data, while a database has much more capacity to store the data. That is why instead of a spreadsheet, we are using the DBMS. Now, next is your relational DBMS, or you can say it is RDBMS. Now, relational database management system. This system was given by E.F. Codd. He was a scientist of IBM's San Jose Research Laboratory. Now, in RDBMS, what is happening? Relation. That means data is related. The fields of the data are related to each other. The data is stored in the form of tables. Now, in one table, suppose there is student's roll number, date of birth, class. In the other table, you have student's roll number along with the marks. So, in RDBMS, always the data is stored in the form of tables, and relation means that the tables are connected to each other. For example, roll number. In a class, there can be two students with the same roll number. Yes. Sorry, not the same roll number, with the same name. But their names can be same. For example, roll number 1 is of Aditya and roll number 2 is again of a boy named Aditya. So these students can have the same name, but their roll numbers are different. So when data will be stored in the table, roll number along with the student's name and class will be stored. So roll number will help us to identify the data of two students with the same name. So this way data is maintained in the database, where one field, any one field, it can be a roll number, or it can be your Aadhaar card number, or it can be an employee ID, all the things that are unique. So data is stored in a table where certain unique field identifies the data. So this is your relational database management system. Now we will be studying more about it. So that is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.